This comes at a time of crisis for homeowners in California when it comes to insurance, as insurance companies have canceled policies in the state in recent years, even with just in the last few months, specifically in Pacific Palisades. It actually includes more than 530,000 policyholders in Los Angeles County. So insurers have also been refusing to write new policies in areas they consider high risk for wildfires, which does include a lot of California. And sadly, it's something that has happened in our state. So what are your options? Aliesha Brard with Homeowners Insurance Group is joining us now in studio to talk about this. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
So how often is this happening in Arizona from your perspective?
It's actually happening quite often. We have insureds that are non-renewing in North Scottsdale, Rio Verde, Fountain Hills. We haven't seen a lot of non-renewals in the outlying Flagstaff, Sedona, Prescott, but insurers are freezing writing any new business, and so you don't have any other options. So if you, for whatever reason, say you have a claim and you're the perfect storm. I had a client that came to me, she had 2 claims, lived in a heavily, densely populated, not densely populated, densely forested area. Mm-hmm. And she was non-renewed by her carrier. I couldn't even get her insurance in the surplus lines market. So there's an insurability issue. We're all hanging by a thread on being insured in those high fire risk areas.
What can people do if they're watching this and thinking, oh boy, I live in this area, this might apply to me?
Do not submit any claims unless you absolutely have to. I say don't submit small claims. Take some insurability or some responsibility for making those small repairs to your home. To reduce your rates, I would say go a higher deductible. I'm really stressing to clients, you don't want to make a claim smaller than $5,000. I wouldn't do it. So why not go a $5,000 deductible? Most of us, unless you can't, make that happen, but most of us can handle, either putting it on a credit card or making payments, but go the higher deductible. It'll lower your rate and also stop you from making those smaller claims.
We don't have a lot of time left, so just real quickly, is what's happening in California with this insurance and happening here, is this a big surprise to you or not so much?
No, this has been going on and brewing in California. It's largely because of the government there. They've tied the hands of the insurance companies so they can't rate to the risk. And now insurance companies have had no choice but to pull out. I mean, they did not want to pull out, but if they're continuing, I mean, this fire in California is not going to bode well for insurance companies because they're all still there. They've held a lot of their existing clients. They're not writing new business, but now more carriers are probably going to start non-renewing. State Farm started non-renewing their clients, I think last July.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a big deal.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Certainly something we will continue to follow. We know the On Your Side team has followed this as well, so we'll have more information on our website. So thank you so much. Very important stuff.